morning, yogis. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position. This is just called easy pose. If this is too painful, your knees, you're like, I cannot sit like this, you can elevate your seat with a blanket or a pillow or maybe a little hairy dog if they don't mind. So, or if you can go ahead and straighten your legs. But we're going to start with some body rolls because we're all tensed up. So we're just going to kind of roll around here. We can close our eyes with this, kind of hang out, see how we're feeling. Maybe it feels good to hang one little place, or just continue to roll. You can keep your hands on your knees, your hands in your lap. You can start to bring your shoulders in there if you want. And we're going to return to the breath. So when I talk about the breath, we're going to bring that breath in through our nose. We're going to let it come all the way through our lungs down to our belly. Nice long inhale. We're going to exhale it all the way from the belly back through. And you can just keep breathing out your nose and not your mouth if you want. Then reverse that roll. All right. And just again, make it your own. All right, so I know we're all tensed up, so let's come to the shoulders. So this is just a nice little, for anxiety, workout. So we're just going to inhale, the shoulders come up. Exhale, we're going to roll them back and release. We're going to repeat that inhaling and exhaling. And inhale. Sorry about that. And exhale. That will happen here. Inhale and exhale. All right. So now we want to get the toxins out of our body and also keep our organs nice and healthy. So we're going to go ahead and inhale a breath up. Exhale, I'll just have you do the opposite of me. You're going to drop your right hand behind you, left hand to your right knee. You're going to try to elongate and just look halfway. So we're lengthening the spine here, but we're twisting. And we're going to breathe through this again, bringing that air all the way to the belly. And that back hand can be on the fingertips. It can be flat. It can be on a block. There's always modifications. You don't have a yoga block, use a book. You're just going to make it nice and comfortable. So when I say elongate, I don't want you like this turning. I want you to think of lifting up, elongating the spine. And then we're going to release that, letting it flow to the other side. So back hand goes behind you, other hand crosses. You just lift the head, your chin is nice and level. You're looking to your side, extending, breathing. Again, knowing that you can have your hand on a block, it can be flat, it can be on the fingertips, you're making it your own. All right, one more breath here. And then we're going to turn right back forward. So we're going to come into a very easy pose called tabletop. You're going to see this pretty much in every yoga class you're in. And so what you're going to do is have your knees separated. Knees are hip distance apart. Hands are nice and wide. This is good for arthritis or any type of ailments in the hand. Middle finger is pointing forward. You're lined up right, stacked, wrist, elbow, shoulders. So this is called tabletop. So we're going to do a pose or a little routine called cat-cow. So always remember in yoga, on the inhale is usually when the chin is going up. So you're going to inhale, we're going to drop the belly, chin comes up, and we're pushing in the mat with our hands. And on the exhale, we're going to start to tuck that chin and round that back and push in with the hands on the mat. And then we're going to flow again, nice inhale. Comes up, back concaves, and exhale, chin to chest. And we're going to continue that breathing on our own. So we can just do this just like this, or we can add the feet in here if we're going to try to get the arches of the feet all loosened up. So you can add the feet where you flip them on one part part or the other. And then you can flip the feet the other way. So make it your own. Remember, your inhales are nice and long, and exhales nice and long. All right, and come right back to neutral back. And we're going to come into my favorite pose, and you're going to have the use of a block or two if you want. So if you are a yogi, you will love pose of a child, which is just sinking down, and you're trying to extend the arms out. All right, so if you're not used to this pose, you're going to take your block or your book or your pillow, put one there, and you can put one here for your head. And you can come down into modified. So we always have modifications, but if you don't need the blocks, you're just going to come into your nice little, this is actually extended pose of a child. Hands are out. If it's too much, bend the elbows, knowing that you can always modify. If you're feeling pain, your body says no, modify that. You can separate your knees farther, make it more gentle, or you can have your knees together. All right, so we're going to come right back up into tabletop. Tabletop, we're going to come into my favorite pose, second favorite pose, down dog. So what we're going to do is we're going to curl the toes under. Hands are the same position. We really push down on those hands, fingers nice and wide, and we lift the seat up. So first, if you're not used to down dog, just keep your knees bent. This is more about the front of your body coming back and your head between your elbows. And then this is called just walking the dog or pedaling the dog. And you can always just pedal the dog. You don't have to come into straight legs, or you can go ahead and come into your down dog. Really, again, you're pushing your upper body back. So you're in a nice little V. All right, so we'll take a few breaths here. And then we can come right back down into tabletop. All right, from this tabletop, we can come back onto the top of our knees, bring our hands behind us, and come into traditional pose of a child where the hands are back behind. You can let the shoulders round. And again, you can have your blocks here. All right, we're going to come right back up to tabletop. We're going to do what is called a little bit of a flow. So we're in tabletop, it's actually called a vinyasa flow, but you're in tabletop. You're going to come into your down dog. All right. So from down dog, we're going to come forward into plank. So now we're bringing the body forward. We're really going to tighten the core, navel to the spine here. All right, so then we can drop the knees. So that is plank. Now this is knees down plank. And we're going to bring the elbows back as we try to slide through into low cobra. So it'd be low cobra, a higher cobra. Now you can activate the legs here by bringing the kneecaps up, and then you're going to float right back into down dog. So if you want a little bit of an arm workout, again, you can come back into plank, dropping the knees, bringing the elbows back, sliding through, and coming back up. You can keep doing that for a workout. All right, so we're right back into our nice little down dog. And we're going to go ahead and come into three-legged dog. We're going to bring that knee into the chest and then bring it back up and into the chest and bring it back up. And we'll do one more into the chest, and then we're going to try to step that foot forward. We're going to drop that left knee down. We're in nice little supported low lunge. We've got our alignment here. We're really trying to stretch out the hip flexor. Taking a few breaths. All right, so we can come right back and stay here where we are, keeping the left hand down, or we can raise that left knee up and we can bring that right arm up into a low lunge and a twist. So twists are good for toxins. All right, one more breath. And then bring that hand back down. Now we're going to go ahead and come right back down into a three-legged dog and then back into a down dog. All right, so we're going to raise the left leg up. We're going to bring that left knee in and back out and in and out. And then the last time we're going to bring it in, step it forward, drop the right knee, and your foot can either be on the toes or on the top into your supported low lunge. So again, you're trying to stretch out this hip flexor here. You want the alignment between the ankle and the knee. Hands are nice and firm. So from here, we're either going to keep the knee down and come into a twist here, or we bring the knee up, right hand stays down, left hand comes up in a twist. We'll take a few breaths here. Okay, from here, you can bring that hand down. Again, modification is the knees down, or you can step it right back into a three-legged dog, coming right back into your down dog. Down dog, dropping down into tabletop, and tabletop, we're coming right back into our little pose of a child. All right, we come right back up to tabletop. Tabletop, we're going to come back into easy seat. And again, we're going to throw in some body rolls. All right. This isn't a very long video. This is just a little thing to do for you today. So we'll end with one nice little pose. It's just your forward fold. So legs are straight. They don't have to be locked at the knees. You can have a pillow under here. Maybe I should go to the side here. All right. So we're going to inhale up and exhale. We're going to lead with the chest coming forward. And maybe we're just here. Maybe we want blocks to rest our arms on. We're just getting a nice stretch through the back of the legs, back of the hamstrings, back of the knees. Or we can descend down farther. We're going to try to hold this for 30 seconds. This is our last pose. And just returning to that long belly breath. So again, we're inhaling through the nose to a count of 4 or 5. Bring it all the way to the belly. And then exhaling. We're going to repeat that, inhaling. And exhaling. We're going to go one more time here. And then we're going to breathe on our own, nice long breaths. And again, you can do modifications. You can have your blocks. You can have a block between your knees for your forehead if you want. You can have your hands to your feet. Anything goes. Now just close your eyes, let everything just release. Inhaling calm and exhaling. All right, we're going to roll up from here. We're going to go ahead and roll back down to our little savasana. You can use your hands to come down. You can be in prayer. Doesn't really matter. You're going to come down, let the feet widen. Hopefully you can still see me. Close your eyes. Let your shoulder blades loosen up. Let everything become soft. And come back to that belly breath. So we're going to inhale again through the nose. Bringing the air all the way to the belly. as the belly rises. And then we're going to exhale as the belly falls. On each breath, we're going to inhale peace and calm. And on each exhale, we're going to let go of worry and tension. Again, inhaling health, peace, happiness, and exhaling worries, stress, fear. And repeat with that nice breath. This is what meditation is concentrating on your breath. Your breath is your prana, your pranayama, your life force. As we're battling a disease that is affecting the lungs and the breath, we want to keep those lungs nice and strong. The more oxygen we get, the better for our body. Slowing down the breath tells our body everything is okay. We're not holding tension. So take a few minutes of your day, get your body going. You're worth it. Stay safe, my friends. Okay, we'll do one more breath here. Now we bring the knees into bent knee if they're not already into bent knee. We're going to roll onto one of our sides. Take a breath here as we push ourselves right back up. And we always end in the same position we start, or at least I do. I'm going to come back into easy pose, cross-leg position. As we take a huge inhale, as we reach up to God, to the sky, and exhale, bringing the hands into prayer, right? And as we all need prayer right now, as we bow to each other and say namaste. And the meaning of namaste is I bow to you and honor you in your space. You bow to me and honor me